This short video is to show how to apply the Mint Dashboards client downloaded from the Cherwell Map Exchange into Cherwell environment. So the first thing we do is open up the Cherwell administrator. So you do need to be able to log into that as a Cherwell administrator. So we choose the Cherwell environment. You may not get that option depending on whether you have that capability. I'm going to log in as an appropriate administrator. Now once I'm in here, the first thing you want to do is go to the left hand side and you'll see this option called Maps. So click on the Maps menu option. You'll see an option here say apply a map. So we select that. Wherever you've downloaded and extracted the map, go and choose that folder. And then select the map directory. So in this case, I want the Mint Overview Dashboards. So I'm going to select that particular map file. And then what will happen is it'll walk you through a couple of screens initially. So first screen, yes, we have to accept terms and definitions. Depending on what version of Cherwell you're running on, you may or may not get this target translation screen. I always choose make reasonable decisions, but you can obviously choose differently, but I think that should work for most environments with this particular one. And what it will do is it will go through and just look at your environment and see whether it's able to merge. So now it's going to give you a list of what it's going to do. So it's got the various dashboards that it's going to import. It's not changing the incident business object. It's going to show anything else that it might have, any imports, etc. So these will be what it's bringing in, and effectively the majority of that is going to be imports. So we select next, and what we need to do is create just a blueprint so it saves into your environment. So now what it's doing is taking that map data and producing a blueprint. We want to save that blueprint. So let's call it Mint Dashboard, save, and then we hit the publish button. Because this is a fairly straightforward map, I don't think we need to check too much. I'm going to hit publish, and what that will do is go and publish that map into your environment. So that may take just a couple of minutes to do the initial scan. It's just making sure it's not breaking anything or doing anything that it shouldn't, and then it will apply the map into the environment. So it should be there soon. You'll see it's scanned successful, no errors are found, so this is what we expect we should get. If we do, then the errors would need to be corrected. I hit OK, and now it will publish that. The publish will take a little bit less time because it's just applying those definitions now, so it's not having to check anything, it's just basically applying those definitions. So now we can see the blueprint has been published, so it's now in the system. So we can close that. We don't actually need the Cherwell administration component now anymore. So if we then go into Cherwell service management, we log into the appropriate environment. So logging in. And you'll see we've still got our old default dashboard. If we go to dashboard managers, so dashboards, dashboard manager, If we look down here, you'll see a directory called mApp factory, and you'll see the Mint Global IT Dashboards folder. And there'll be this one called Mint Global IT. So if you just click OK on that, just to check to make sure it is going to bring up any information. So you can see it looks pretty good at this point. We've got the information that we expect to see, or the dashboard we expect to see. I can click onto the different areas and just see whether it's bringing back information. Looking pretty reasonable at this point. So we've effectively applied that map without too much trouble. Now if you want this to be your default, the global IT map to be your default overview dashboard, you can go to Tools, Options, choose Dashboard and Calendars. So this is what you're doing, is changing your default option. Choose Dashboard, select that particular one. So when I log in next, I want that to be always my Mint Global dashboard. So now if I do go and click on the home button or log in, I will get that as my default dashboard. If you wanted to change that for an entire team, so you wanted to have the team being able to look at that, you'd need to do that from Security. So we go into the Cherwell Admin Console, we'll go to Security, Edit Roles, which is where you want to do that. You choose the role that you want that to happen against. So let's say Service Desk Manager. And here you can see what dashboards they can use. So I can say use default dashboard. And again, we go and choose the particular default dashboard that we may want to use. And that will be their default dashboard now as well. Save that. So then anyone who's got that IT Service Desk Manager role would get that Mint Global IT dashboard. And that's all it is to apply the Mint dashboard to the Cherwell environment.